welcome back. I am Janae from EmpoweredNRG.com, and I am here to bring you the new moon in Pisces and what it means for the first house. Now, if you didn't check out my video on what new moon in Pisces means, just what this energy coming into play right now is going to be bringing for us in general, I highly recommend you go and check that out right now. But if you are ready to find out if you are a Pisces rising, this means you have Pisces in the first house, and you are ready to find out what exactly is going to be going on for you personally during this full moon, sit back and relax, and don't forget there will also be a tarot session.
Yeah. I'm living good, I'm living great. Everything I do.
Okay, so off jump, we know that the first house is about your image, yourself, how you present yourself, how you express yourself to the world. So when you take this first house and you mix it with this Pisces energy, then what you're getting is something that's actually going to be happening with yourself, but on the inside. Something that is going to be not seen to others. And I know that seems like, what? What about, isn't the rising sign about appearances and going outward? And yes, it is. And it's not saying that what is going to be going on your inside isn't eventually going to be manifested on the outside. But what we're saying is right now, the energy that you are in is something subtly within you is going to be changing. And it's going to be something along the lines of, wanting to change up your personal habits, wanting to do things differently than what you've been doing in the past. Maybe you've been expressing yourself in a certain way, and now you're starting to figure out, like, that's not working for you. It worked for you at one point in time, but where you're at right now, it's just not serving you. Okay? And, also moving forward, this is really going to be an energy for you to start making known to yourself who you really want to be. You have probably been going on and doing all of these things for all these people, and you've been helping out and, making yourself available. But right now you're getting to an energy where, like, you need to figure out how to be available for yourself. Pisces rising right now, this energy for you is 100% going to be about you being able to come into yourself and have that fantasy. You're going to get to live inside of your head like you kind of already do. And you're going to get to actually fantasize about the dream you, who you want to become, who you want to present yourself to the world, And some of you, yes, will be having changes on the outside, but again, the changes on the outside that you're going to be having are going to be very, very subtle. You might decide to wear a different lip color, or you might decide just to get a trim, not to take the whole thing off. You might change the part of your hair, but it's not going to be a dramatic change where everybody knows what is going on, like if this was Leo or Taurus energy. And then furthermore, moving forward as well with you guys, you might actually as well be feeling this energy of pulling back from the world, pulling back from what you've been doing and the ways you've been presenting yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean you'll be cutting off your friends. It's more of you'll be going off of social media, if you've been hanging around a certain place, going to a bar all the time, you're going to start taking a break from going there. And not because you have issues with anybody there or that there's anything necessarily wrong, but you're getting into your Pisces energy where you're going to be able to come into yourself, and you're going to get to leave this realm here, and you're going to go into the internal realm, and you're going to really get to live a different life for yourself in a sense. In the last video that I said, the Pisces and new moon video, which I highly recommend you watch, I talk about how this is dreamy energy, how this is going to be the time where you are going to be fantasizing, and it is okay to be fantasizing. It is encouraged. And okay, my last thing that I want to talk about is some negatives. Okay, things that you might want to watch out for. Okay, be careful, though, of trying to escape yourself. In the previous video, I talked about how this can either manifest in a negative or a positive way. And one of the negative ways that it can be is you not coming into yourself. You getting, too afraid, or you just don't want to, for whatever reason that you have, for not wanting to take that time to come in and really connect with who you are on a soul level, and you want to get out in the world and go be around people and hang out and talk to your friends about things that, have nothing to do with your soul mission or your soul's growth. And you need to watch out for that, for not confronting the habits, then the bad habits that you've, might have. I'm not saying that everyone has them, but some bad habits that you might have that you need to correct at this time. And this is the energy for you to start planting the intention and the seeds to change up the way that you've been doing things and expressing yourself and interacting with people. And if you're around people and you're always, with them, then you can't really analyze how you need to take a step back. Also, be cautious of idolizing yourself, of actually coming in, taking a look at yourself and then saying, there is nothing wrong. I'm just perfect. This is, you need to be careful depending on what your placements are, that it can be easy for you to overlook some things that could be considered a bad habit for you, and you could be missing certain areas in your life where you need to heal. All right, and then the last thing that I really want to talk to you guys about before I get to the tarot session is please be compassionate with yourselves, especially at this time, Pisces risings. This is really going to be an energy where, you are going to be coming in to yourself, and things are going to be made known to you about who you are and what you have going on. And because of that issue, you might discover some things that aren't so pleasant, and you might take that time to kind of be hard on yourself, and you might be just not in the best energy as you should be. Okay, we're going to get some cards so you guys can see what is going to be going on, what challenges, and what your best course of action is. The Devil, off jump. We just came out strong. Spirit didn't even want to play. Oh, Death. And which I hope you don't think that means that you're going to die. And then the Seven of Pentacles. What was I saying? Okay, yes. This is actually going to be about you guys breaking your bad habits. And that's exactly why. So I wrote out some messages that I got from Spirit, or some topics that I was supposed to touch on. And what really came through was you guys idolizing yourself and missing the areas that you need to heal and the habits that you need to correct. And coming out here with this Devil and this Death card and this Seven of Pentacles, you guys right now, that's what Spirit is saying is yeah, you guys have some negative habits. There are some things going on inside of you that Spirit would like for you to clear out. And if you do not have a negative habit, there are some areas you need to heal. You have some things inside of you. You might think that you are past, or you might not think that there's anything there, but I want you to know this is a message from Spirit, okay? You have something inside of you that you need to heal, that you need to bring to the surface, and it is going to be brought to the light for you. So make sure that you're looking out for that message. Spirit is going to be communicating with you and making it very obvious to you about, because that's what this the moon does. It illuminates the subconscious. So it's going to be making things very obvious for you about your bad habits, or the areas that you need to heal, things that you have been running from. Some of you might be drinking heavily. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but if you are into drinking really heavily, this is a time for you to kind of take a step back, reassess that, maybe come up with a new way that you can, express your stress. If you are drinking because you're stressed out, maybe Spirit is calling you to try to figure out other ways that you can get rid of that stress, figure out ways that you can work that stress out of you instead of just drinking all the time, because it's not helping you. Some of you are in a dark place right now, and this is going to be the time that Spirit is saying you can get yourself to the light. This isn't going to be anything about you having to connect with anybody else. This is 100% about you guys connecting with yourself. I 100% recommend a social media cleanse. I recommend you guys seriously taking like some alone time. You know, if you have children, obviously not as easy as you want to say, but if you are like, you don't have a children, like I would tell you, like, seriously, like, take advantage and spend some time by yourself. Now, before we end this, because I'm not going to take up any more of your time, let's figure out what's one thing that Spirit would like for you to do during this energy. And I'm going to shuffle. Take a walk. And I'm going to recommend taking a walk by yourself. Okay? I know that some of you are going to say that's really specific, but yes, take a walk by yourself. And make a vision board. Okay? This, for you guys, definitely overall is about you overcoming the habits and the traumas that you have going on inside of you. Right now, this is going to be a complete internal situation. So yes, take that walk by yourself. Don't tune out your friends, tune out your family, and really come into you and who you are. And don't forget, make a vision board and really start to create who you want to be, what you want to talk like, what you want to walk like, what you want your job to be like or to feel like. And I'm so thankful, honestly, that you guys have joined me here. I am not going to take up any more of your time. I just cut myself off because I realized that I could go on and on and on. But thank you so much. I love you, Pisces rising. Stay strong during this time. And I will see you later, soul family. And if you have not looked at the Pisces and New Moon video, I again recommend you watching it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next full moon. And we will talk about how that will affect your first or whatever house it's going to be in for you then. May you be empowered by the love, the light, and the truth.